Hello everyone, my name is Shivani Chaudhary and I am a part of Great Institution English Media. Today I got an opportunity to talk about success. So success, how we define success? So for some people, success is something that a group of achievements we can say. And sometimes why some people succeed and why some people not, or why some people are not able to reach that heights in their careers. The reason for this is in the first step to get succeed. So the first step to get success is to dream. First you have to dream big, really big as you can, because it is the first step and you can't compromise with the first step. If you compromise with the first step, it means that you are going to compromise your whole life. So the first step, you have to be very practical in it. I'm not saying to be quixotic in it, that to dream very impossible things and just dreaming about it, but first you need to know that the first step is to dream, and you have to dream big. Then we come to the second step, because only dreaming leads you to be a quixotic. So the second step to get success is to make goals. Not making long-term goals only, but short-term goals also. For example, what I'm going to do today, you have to plan it a day before. Second, like what I'm going to do in the whole week, the week that is coming, or what I'm going to do if a marriage is approaching, marriage party is there. So you have to make goals in advance so that it will not bother your future or your goals. And then we come to know that, see, sometimes it is very impossible to, you also make goals, but it is very impossible to fulfill those goals. So the reason that people are actually not able to make their goals possible, the reason is that they are not hardworking or they are not consistent. Consistent here actually plays a very important role. If you are actually consistent in your goals, so you will achieve success. Gautam Buddha once said that if you are consistent, you will achieve success. Doesn't matter, it will come to you later or earlier, but you will definitely get it. So it is very necessary to be consistent in your efforts. Maybe possible that in a week you only able to complete your goals for 4 days. In the rest of the 3 days you are not able to do. But it doesn't mean that your whole week is ruined or you just wasted your whole week. The next week you can try to achieve that goals in 5 days. In the next week you can do it for 6 days. And this consistency will make that you are going to achieve all those goals on the daily basis the whole week. So consistency is very much important. So what makes a successful person different from an unsuccessful one? There is one very much important thing, but we hardly focus on that thing. The thing is that they are actually mad. Yes. They are mad. They are mad about their careers. In 2006, Virat Kohli was playing for the Ranji Trophy, and there a bad news came to him. And on the first day, he made 40 runs and he was not out. On the same day in the evening, there was a bad news from his home that his father died. And when his father died, everyone was expecting that he will immediately go at his father's funeral, but he didn't. He actually played the next day and he made a century on that day, and after winning the trophy only he went his home. So this shows his madness for cricket. There is one more person, and there is actually a film on him. His name is Dasarath Majhi. What he did is, one day his wife was very sick and the hospital was behind the mountains and he couldn't get there, and his wife actually died. But this angriness in him actually create a madness in him. he was actually mad. He was become so mad that he actually broke that mountain, or created a path from that mountain with the help of the hammer. In 22 years, he actually broke 55 kilometers of mountain. And people, when I ask that what is impossible for them, people generally say that to break mountain is impossible. You can't break mountain. But this man, Dasarath Manjhi, is actually a living example of to converting the impossible into possible. There is one more thing that I would like to add, that successful people are actually able to do great things because they are able to sacrifice gratification. They are able to sacrifice their pleasures. So it takes courage. I'm not saying that it is very easy to say no to the immediate pleasures. Actually, it takes courage. If you are brave enough, then only you can say no to those pleasures that will give you immediate happiness, but a long-term pain. So you have to decide whether you wanted to achieve that long-term pain, the long-term gain, or the long-term pain. Because if you just say yes to all those pleasures, whether it is about eating the burgers, donuts and etc., because it's just filling your stomach, but it is actually making a hole inside you. It is actually making you unfit. So you have to decide whether you wanted to say yes to these things or you wanted to say no, so that you can achieve a lot more in your life. Become such a person so that when you look into mirror, so you can proudly claim to yourself that I worked for this, I made this, and I am proud of this. So this is very important, that when you look yourself into mirror, you are proud to yourself. When you look into your mirror, you don't be ashamed of yourself with the filthy body or the unhealthy body and mind. You should be proud of yourself. One more thing is that Amitabh Bachchan, we all know the great actor known as Big B in Bollywood. Before coming of Zanjeer, his first hit film, his 17 films were flopped. But that person didn't quit. He didn't quit even for a single minute. After giving 17 flops, only that person had the courage to continue in the film industry. And also he was rejected for his voice from a radio station. So it is actually very heartbreaking that after giving 17 flops and doing next film, Zanjeer, but that film proved to be very good for him, and that film was a hit for him. So when you are actually trying, you don't know whether it is going to be worthy or you are going to lose, but you are satisfied that at least you are trying. There is only one option, whether you try or you cry. Whether you try and you make your competence or the competitions make cry, they will cry after seeing your performance. There is only one option, either you will cry before trying. So I believe that you should first try and just leave it on God, because He will decide the result. You can only give your best efforts. And also I would like to add that many a times it happens in our life that every day is not the same. I talk about discipline, I talk about dreams, goals, and leaving the gratification, but what I'm saying is that I know that it is not same. All the days are not same. Every day is different. Some days you wanted to study hard. You wanted to study for 7 hours, 8 hours. But for some days you don't want to study at least for a single hour. So it is all about studying for that day when you don't want to study. And in these cases your mindset helps you. Why it helps and how it helps. Mindset actually helps you, and it actually makes a difference between the best and the rest. If you are strong enough from your mentality that you can do it, and so you will actually perform on those days also when you don't want to. So the third very important thing is mindset. You should have a positive mindset towards everything. If something negative is happening to you, you should also be in that situation also you should be positive. So I'm sure that you all will thinking of it, that how can be positive in a negative situation. So I'll give you a real life example. There was a person, he was actually a UPSC aspirant, and he was going to give his mains, and it was very crowded on the roads, and it was very traffic, and he met with an accident. It was very easy for him just to cry there and to leave that examination, that I am actually I broke my leg, or there is injury on my hand, so I should just leave this exam because I am not able to. But what that person actually did, and this is the reason why that person is actually separated from the crowd. He actually just get up, he got up, and he just see that he saw that whether his right hand is working or not. When he was very happy. He was very happy to know that at least his hand is working. And he went to that examination hall. He was actually bleeding from his leg and from his head, but he completed his exam. And when the results came, his family was thinking, and actually they were making excuses for him, that just because you are not lucky, maybe you will not get good marks, or you will not pass that exam because you were not well on that day. But when result came, everyone was shocked except him, because he knew what he did in exam. And when the result came, everyone was shocked, and he got very good marks, and he was qualified for interview. Not only this, when his interview approaches, we can say that he was not lucky, because before 1 month before his interview, he again met with a disease. He was typhoid, and there was diarrhea also. So a doctor told him for complete bed rest. He can't go to the Delhi or to give mock test and all, because it was very painful for him to go there. So he was in hospital for 1 month, and after discharging from the hospital, he went directly to meet that interview board. And after the interview results, he cleared that exams also. So when people saw him after becoming an IPS officer, his name is Safin Hassan. So whenever he meet people, sometimes some people actually say that you are very lucky. So he actually say very interesting thing to them, that maybe I am lucky, but you know one thing, that God only favors those who help themselves. I helped myself when I met with an accident, when I met with diarrhea and other disease during my interview time. When other people were preparing for interview, I was on complete bed rest. I can quit at that time, and I could quit at that time, and no one will actually question me because it was very serious, but I didn't quit. And this made me different from you or from any other person in this world. Sometimes in a student's life also, some moments came when we don't want to study, or we don't want to continue one thing, and what we give excuses, and sometimes we say that just because of this thing I couldn't clear this. We actually blame our hard days for not clearing anything or for not doing anything. But I would like to say that it is only hard days which makes you shine, because on a normal day you will do a normal routine and you will do what you will do on any other day. But when there is change in a day, when there is we can say when there is a lot of difficulty in your life, I think that is the turning point in your life. You can move backward, or you can go forward and can give and can set an example to the world. And also that sometimes what happens is that we give excuses to us also. So it is actually foolishness to give excuses to fool ourselves, because we know the reality. We just can't, because if you don't want to continue one thing, so you just can first think think of that day when you were determined to do that thing. If you wanted to become a doctor and the next day or after a few months you don't want to continue your study, or you think that you can be a good dancer or a good artist, so it is just an excuse, because you are not able to continue that. You are not able to face that difficulty to study 8 hours or 9 hours. And there is no guarantee that if you quit that thing, if you quit to be a doctor, then you will not quit to be an artist. Maybe a time came in your life that you will quit to be an artist or a dancer, anything else. So if first you have to set your goals very giving them priority. First you have to give priority to yourself, that what is more important for you. See, on a normal day what we say is that now study is important for me, but on any other day, if even a single program or even a wedding party came to us, we say that we should go to this party. Why? Where the priority go now? You should choose to study rather than to do party, because successful people like Elon Musk, when he actually when he sold his company, he actually got 1,000 crores. See, 1,000 crores. If someone asks me what I'll do with that money if I got 1,000 crore, I will say that I will buy cars and bungalows and the luxury life I'll have. But what that person actually did, he actually invest all his money to different business, and he start living on a rent. He was on a rented house and he actually earned 1,000 crores at that time. So when people ask him that why you do this and this is just foolishness to invest all the money to business, he said that you will come to know this when I am successful, or this money is going to pay me in future. Right now his net worth is 1 lakh crore. He is actually owner of leading companies in the world, and also this indicates his madness toward his work. He knows that 1,000 crores he can live his life with luxurious life with 1,000 crore, but he didn't opt for that. He actually chose a difficult one and started living on rent. But when small happiness come to us, we start enjoying them. We should not enjoy them. We should work hard for a bigger one, because it is sometimes in the morning when, for example, last night you decided that you wanted to go for workout, but at 4 o'clock when alarms, you just see that watch and you just say to yourself that I'll start it tomorrow. When you look at the clock, you should know that even the clock is going on. You should also going on. It is consistent. So why you are not consistent in your efforts? We say that we will do it tomorrow. I think that tomorrow never comes. You should begin it with today. If you begin it with today, maybe you can set an example tomorrow for the other people. So why are you letting things to do it tomorrow? Maybe possible that tomorrow you are not going to be alive, but you are delaying everything on tomorrow, that I'll do this tomorrow, I'll study tomorrow, or I'll do that tomorrow. If you are determined to achieve something, you have to be determined in everything. In every step of your life, whatever comes, like even flood comes, you should be determined that what you wanted to do or what you wanted to become. It should not be like that I should rest for 1 hour or I should rest for 2 hours, after that I'll study. See, after you die, there is rest only. You can't do at that moment anything. So I think when God gives you life, so you should only work for it and make it worthwhile, so that God also proud of yourself that I had created such a person that he is actually inspiring others. So after becoming successful, you should not leave your ethics, your morality and your values, because successful people don't put others down. They actually help those who are down. They actually take them with themselves and they help them to move with themselves. They, for example, there is, first of all, I would like to say that there is no age to achieve anything. Barack Obama, he actually retired at the age of 55. But if we talk about present American president, he actually started his career right now. So after 55 years, he actually started his career, and Barack Obama actually retired. So you don't have to think about age, that whether it is my age. It doesn't mean that whether you are in class 10th or 12th or whether you completed your graduation. Whenever you realizes that you wanted to achieve it, you have to work for it. So at the end, I just want to conclude that sometimes you will ashamed yourself. You will be ashamed of yourself. You will fail a lot number of times. But just remember one thing, that no one is going to remember your failures or how many times you actually fail in your life. Everyone is going to remember how many times you are succeed, or how you achieve your success. And I think that's only important. So you should only focus on your goals and not on any other things or other people. Thank you very much.